Dylan, good morning. Hi. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Awesome. You can see me okay?
Uh-huh.
Audio's good?
Yep, yep.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, well, just to introduce myself, I'm Chris with Globe Life American Income Division. Virtual handshake. Good putting a face to the name. I spoke to you about your benefits. Is Hannah there as well?
Yeah, she's over there.
Okay, problem. So she could hear me okay?
Hmm.
Great, great. Just so our company thought that this was important enough for us to see each other personally. Don't worry, I'm not going to take up too much of your time because it's early and I know you got a long day ahead of you. So let me go ahead and get started. While I get this set up, let me ask you: Are you guys originally from the Abilene area?
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Cool. Yeah, I noticed a little picture back there. Is that a wedding photo?
Hmm. Yep.
That's you and Hannah. When was that, man? And tell me a little bit about that day. It looks like a beautiful venue.
It was here at our here at our place, and it was back in 10 years ago, come July.
Okay. So, dude, that's awesome, man. So, was that your place? Big family?
Yeah, quite a bit of family.
Yeah, I imagine you guys saved a little bit of money there too, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome, man. You wearing a cowboy hat?
Oh yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Hey, now I got this set up here. I know you guys are dying to know, so let me go ahead and tell you exactly why I'm visiting with you guys today and what I'm gonna do. My job is to pretty much just go over your no-cost benefits that's already been set up for you. Then I'm gonna go over some additional benefits that you may qualify for. So you know, my company, American Income, works with over 20,000 different local labor unions, credit unions, and associations throughout the United States. And look, whether you like unions or not, we could both agree that they usually have the best benefits. A big reason for that is our relationship with them for like the last 60 plus years and ongoing. So as you can imagine, they have me running around like crazy. So let me go ahead and get this started and jump into the no cost benefits. Um, so Dylan and Hannah, your first no cost benefit is the Child Safe ID Kit. Uh, and this app is actually endorsed by International Union of Police Associations. You mentioned you guys know a bunch of families. Do they have a bunch of kids as well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but Texas actually leads the nation in abductions. That's a pretty scary fact. Did you know that 93% of children that aren't found in the first 24 hours? You want to guess what the outcome typically is?
Now what?
They're never found. And that's why they actually, decided to create the most comprehensive app of its kind to help find a missing child. I mean, imagine your child went missing. Can you see how important something like this would be?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you to pull out your phone and go to your app store,
Okay.
and you're going to want to. Okay. So disabled screen sharing. You want to go ahead and click the screen sharing. Okay. So I can show you my screen.
Go ahead.
Okay. So let me know when you download the app.
Okay.
Awesome. So it's gonna look like this. It's gonna say Child Safe Kit. And once you start filling everything out towards the end, it's gonna ask for a QR code. And this will go ahead and get you all set up. Let me know when you got that.
Okay.
Okay. And so it looks like you have three children. You got this set up?
Yeah, hang on. Okay.
Okay. So it looks like you're only setting up for two. Um, Tell me about the kids, man.
Um,
You got two or three? I'm sorry. It looks like it says you only have two child
Well,
safe kits?
we've got two, but one on the way.
Oh, one on the way.
Mhm.
Man, I just I got a newborn myself. She's 2 months old, kept me awake all night last night, so something to look forward to. So,
Yep.
how old's your oldest, man?
He's 8.
Okay. And so the middle child, you said the oldest is a he.
Yeah, it's a boy. And then
Okay.
my daughter's 5.
Daughter's 5. Okay, so you're starting over, man. It's been 5 years for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. You guys know what gender the child's gonna be yet?
Yeah, we're having another boy.
Cool, man. So that's 3 children. Yeah, the oldest is gonna be happy to have a brother. How's the second one taking it?
She is not happy.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, listen, so I mean, you saw how important this is, being that it's endorsed by the company of the International Union of Police Associations. They are asking that you refer at least 5 families for this app. Um, you mentioned you knew a lot of families with children, and everyone's always wanting to put down dozens of people. But let's just start with the people closest to you. Who's the first person to come to mind? Let's think. Let's go back to wedding day. Big family. Who has the biggest family there?
Uh, what do you mean?
Well, who's the first person to come to mind that would, because of these benefits that you have, you're able to extend it to up to 10 families. We're just asking for 5 families today. Um, who's the first person that comes to mind that has a family that would benefit on for with an app like this?
Um, we can do her brother, Jacob.
Jacob. How many kids does Jacob have?
Oh man, he's got like 5 or 6.
5 or 6. So he got you guys beat right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely no competing on this side. That's for
Who's the second person to come to mind?
let's do they gotta live in Texas.
Yep. So it's wise that they do live in Texas, over the age of 18, and they don't live together.
Um, let's do her sister. They
Yep.
sometimes watch our kids.
Oh, what's her name?
Uh, Tara, Tarah.
Okay. Who's the third person?
Let's do hmm, let's do a couple of our friends, Kevin and Peyton.
Kevin and Peyton. Okay.
I think they got like 4 kids.
4 kids. Man, it sounds like you guys are probably outnumbered at that wedding. Children.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. All right. Who's the fourth one? Or is Kevin and Peyton together? They live in the same household?
No, they're different, different household.
Okay, well then what that'll do is I could do Kevin for one and Peyton for another. And both households will be able to take advantage of this. And so who's the last but not least? And I definitely won't tell them that they were the last on the list.
Let's do my wife's friend Lisa.
Lisa. How many kids she got?
I think they've got 3 now.
Okay. All right. So let's start with Jacob. What's his number?
432
Yep.
817
Okay.
4235.
Perfect. Tara?
817. 336.
Okay.
2134.
Sweet. Kevin's?
325.
Yep.
762. 2020.
Okay. Peyton's?
325. 762. 1819.
Beautiful. And last but not least, Lisa.
Let's do 325. 762. 1617.
Sweet. Okay. All right, man. So your next no cost benefit, Dylan and Hannah, this is the no cost AIO plus discount card. So it's gonna look like this. Everything is digital now. So it's gonna be coming in through the mail. How are you guys' benefits to work, by the way?
Well, they're all right.
Yeah. Okay, well, you're absolutely gonna love this. I'm sure you know by now that you can't rely on your group benefits since essentially you don't control them, and they could essentially change at any time. So this no cost benefit will help with some of those gaps by giving you up to an 85% discount on things like dental, vision, prescription drugs, hearing aids, telemedicine, and I know you've been going to the gym starting New Year's for a resolution. You told me over the phone. So even chiropractic care and services, which is awesome. Your membership requires an annual renewal, and that's also at no cost to you. We'll let you know when it's time to renew. You won't even have to think about it. People always tell me that they didn't think they'd use it very much, but they find themselves using it all the time. Again, at no cost. It's good to get that extra peace of mind. You'll receive an activation email within the next few days, so be on the lookout for that, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. So here. So your next no cost. Oh, let me stop sharing that. Your next no cost benefit is it's called the AD&D certificate. Let me show you a screen of that. Here we go. So you're gonna love this. This is a pretty awesome benefit through your union. It's the AD&D stands for accidental death and dismemberment. This certificate, for example, is a living benefit that pays you $2,000 for the loss of one hand, one foot, or sight in one eye, or double that. If you lose the combo of two. Hannah, for you, this is actually a death benefit that would pay you, $4,000 in, the chance that, Dylan does accidentally die. Now, I know that, $4,000 doesn't seem like a whole lot of money. Between you and me, I don't think it is either. But, if Dylan were to die, his paycheck would go with him. And I'd imagine that would, really hurt the budget. Don't you think that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can see how this would definitely help, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what's going to happen is you're going to receive a green certificate in the mail, and you're going to want to fill it out completely and send it to the PO box at the top to ensure that you are covered. Okay. That part's important. One more thing I do need to put is 2 emergency contacts on here in the event you were to die together in a common accident. Who's the first person that comes to mind?
Let's do my dad. Brent.
Same last name?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And what's his number?
325
Yep.
721 4316.
And who would be the secondary beneficiary?
Let's put her mom, Pam, Pam,
Okay.
Cope, COP.
Phone number?
325
Yep.
762 5426.
5426. Okay. Now, when something happens, you're gonna need our local office number. Can you get your phone now? I'm gonna give you that number real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so the office number is 832-327-0800. So at the end of the day, your family gets the money they're entitled to. I'm gonna be calling your emergency contacts personally, so they know what to do in the event of a claim. If you could please give them a heads up that they'll be hearing from me. In addition, if they choose, they'll also have access to this thanks to you. Now, Dylan, this policy is just on you, but the second part of the benefit is that you could extend this to your closest family members and friends at essentially no cost to you or them. So how this works, this is awesome. Let's say, God forbid, Jacob, your wife's brother, dies in an accident. A $2,000 policy just like yours will pay out to her family at no cost to you or them. All you're doing is giving them the option to take advantage of this just like you did. The ability to extend this is tied to my visit with you today because of your enrollment period. So it's important not to prejudge anyone's situation, let them decide for themselves. Now they give you $20,000 worth of benefits, which means you could extend it to up to 10 families. Obviously, your emergency contacts will automatically be included, as well as everybody here that's going to get the child safe kit, thanks to you. So that leaves you with, looks like about 3 more people that you could extend this to. Who's the next person that comes to mind?
Let's see. Let's do my friend Chris.
I like his name already. What's his number?
956
Yep.
112
Okay.
3343.
Got it. Okay, you got 2 left. Who's next?
Let's do my friend Trevor.
Yep.
And his number is 832
Yeah.
629
Okay.
0408.
Awesome. What's Trevor's last name?
Hawkins.
Man, that name sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
Is he in Houston by chance?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I know him, man. Yeah, we bumped shoulders before. How you know Trev?
He's a coworker of mine.
That's awesome, man. Well, next time you see him, let him know I said hey.
Okay.
What's his number?
832
Yep.
629
Okay.
0408.
Awesome. And who's the last person you have in mind? They don't need to have children, be coworker, friend.
Let's do George.
Georgie.
Mm-hmm.
And what's their number?
325
Yep.
817
Okay.
23 12.
Okay. Awesome. Hey, Dylan, this part's really important, man. Please make sure you give these families that you're giving these extended benefits to a call or text, letting them know that I'll be calling them in the next few days. As long as they have a heads up, they're really happy. But if I call them and they don't know who I am or why I'm calling, sometimes they get confused and they'll be upset with both of us. So please, 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 let them know. Can you make sure you can do that for me?
Mhm.
Cool. Now, Dylan and Hannah, now I'm gonna go ahead and jump into reviewing some of the exclusive benefits that you might qualify for. All of the families that I see love this part of the program, and it's why 20,000 different groups handpicked American Income to handle their permanent portable benefits for the past 60 plus years. I know you got a cowboy hat in that photo back there. We're actually the insurance family for the Dallas Cowboys and own the rights to the Texas Rangers stadium. So I don't know if you're a fan of football or basketball or baseball rather, but you're in good company. So here we go. We'll go ahead and get started. The next no cost benefit that they did set up for you is the needs analysis software. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you some questions and if there's a need, it's gonna make some recommendations. If there's not, I won't make any of them. And if there is a need, I'm gonna go ahead and review it with you. Before I do, I'm going to show you my license information here in the state of Texas. So I am a licensed professional. I handle these kinds of benefits. Let me know when you can see my screen here. See that?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Before I jump into the survey, I have a few preliminary questions that I do need to review with you. Number one, you must be a member of an authorized group or sponsored in by someone who is, so you're good there. You must have an active checking account with a traditional brick and mortar bank or credit union. Who do you guys bank with?
Wells Fargo.
Okay, cool. And that's not an online bank, is it?
No.
Online only bank, rather?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Have you or anyone in the household been diagnosed with COVID-19 virus in the past 12 months?
I think we had it like 4 or 5 times a few years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Yeah, the kids seem to keep on getting it. Feel like the older people got the worst end of it though.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. So the biggest concern families deal with when it comes to handling the concerns is typically affordability. They've actually set this up where if there are concerns, it'd be based on around 1 hour's wage per week. To make sure it's accurate for you, what is your ballpark figure of your monthly income?
We'll say 8,000.
8,000. Okay. Now, Dylan and Hannah, I know this isn't typical, dinner time type of conversation. Have you guys decided, whether you guys are going to do a funeral or cremation?
I think we finally decided on just doing a cremation.
Okay, for both of you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I also see, a lot of families, and some of them, will get life insurance outside of work because what happens with group benefits, right?
No.
No. Well, like I said before, what typically happens is, let's just say you do retire or you quit or, something happens to that, job. It doesn't go with you. I don't know if you're aware of that.
No, I wasn't.
Well, that's okay. That's perfect. So how much, let me see here. Do you guys get benefits through work?
Yeah, but I don't know what they are.
Okay. So they probably didn't even let you pick them out, or did you probably got what everybody else got, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's typically how it goes. You guys rent or own? You guys own. And what's the current balance on the home?
We'll say 198.
Okay. And about how much debt, aside from the house, would you say you guys have?
Probably 100,000.
100K. Okay. And have you guys started saving for your children's education yet?
No.
No. Okay, great. So before I go any further, the needs analysis found some gaps in your coverage, so I have the mandatory read-off letter for you. You know what, Dylan and Hannah, I'm gonna save you a little bit of time. Between me and you, instead of reading this whole thing, let me just go ahead and summarize it for you. Is that fair?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So essentially what it's basically saying is, if as I'm going through these benefits, you're not in your head thinking, wow, these are some great benefits. And I can see why $20,000, 20,000 people, rather groups, prove this and why everyone's doing it. And you see the benefits out of it. I'm gonna actually ask you guys to apply today. On the flip side, while I'm going over this and you guys are looking at each other thinking, wow, these are some great benefits, but it doesn't fit a need for our family right now. What I'm actually gonna do is ask you guys not to apply. But either way, yes or no, that decision does have to be made today during your service period, in fairness to all other members waiting to enroll. You'll see what they did is they set it up to be a no-brainer. Essentially, it's going to be an easy yes or no. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, so whatever you guys decide to do, they do want you guys to give me an opinion on a Google review, which is sort of like my report card. So I try to get a 5-star rating every time. So it's important to stop me if you guys have any questions. Dylan, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And Hannah, if I'm going too fast or you have any questions, you'll stop me as well. Is that right?
Yep.
I'd appreciate it. Okay. So as you know, over the years, we go through contract negotiations and benefit changes through work. Essentially, it's like a give and take. Lately, it seems like, we're paying a lot more, but getting a lot less. Like, think of gas prices, less gas, but more price on that. Obviously, the company has a labor advisory board of 50 international union presidents whose main job is to provide the best wages and benefits for their members. From their feedback, along with feedback from members like you, they came up with a list of concerns that apply to all working families, whether they're union or not. So, as we mentioned earlier, the first concern on that list, let me know if you see the screen, we could do it together.
I just see a portion of list of concerns.
Okay. So the first one is, funeral and final expenses. Most families don't have $14,000 for final expenses for cremations and funeral costs. Funeral homes usually want to be paid right away. So like most families, they don't have that money tucked away in a bed, under a bed or anything like that. Paycheck loss, when a member dies, their paycheck usually dies with them. You guys have a mortgage, and typically families may lose their home after a sudden death of a breadwinner. Children's protection benefits provided through a job are typically not permanent for children, which can create a risk. An unexpected death could jeopardize future educational opportunities for your children. So it could be very devastating for your children, once you guys are gone. Co-pays, deductibles, and lost wages. Health insurance pays the doctors, but members lose wages due to time off of work and out-of-pocket expenses. Losses in pension and retirement accounts. Unexpected situations can create dramatic pension reductions. Terminal illness, especially cancer. According to the American Cancer Society, you and your two boys, they say, men have an actual 1 in 2 lifetime chance of developing or dying from cancer. And for women, it's 1 out of 3. That's a staggering statistic. Medical expenses are the leading cause of bankruptcy in the United States. And, the last concern is affordability. Now to take care of all of these concerns, it's usually just way too expensive. Some are working, tons of overtime. Some are retired or laid off. Regardless of the situation, they wanted this to be affordable for everybody. The way they set it up, Dylan, is, let's imagine your boss comes up to you at work and tells you that, because things have been going so well, they would start paying you 41 hours instead of 40. Now with that 1 hour, are you going to go ahead and tell Hannah, hey, it's time for matching Ferraris?
No.
Yeah, probably not. Or are you guys going to call a travel agent and, book a dream vacation? No. Start construction on a dream home?
No.
Yeah, of course not. Now on the flip side, let's say, work's a little slow and your boss comes up to you and tells you that, instead of laying you and some of your coworkers off, they would just pay everybody, 39 hours and, give everybody an hour less of work on a Friday. Are you guys going to cancel your TV subscription?
No.
No. Your cell phone or your car payment?
No.
Exactly. So the idea is that 1 hour isn't going to change your lifestyle. That's why they set it up this way. So let me show you how that 1 hour takes care of your concerns. I'm gonna go over an illustration with you guys. Let's see here. Can you pause it real quick? Okay, can you see my screen?
Uh-huh.
So in this illustration, you guys are currently in job A, okay, which is this job here on the left.
Okay.
So with this job here, you're making $14.75 a week. Let's say another job opens up. We'll call this one job B. Okay. You have the same group benefits, same coworkers, same responsibilities, same everything. The only difference is the income. So instead of $14.75, you see the $14.35 per week. It's essentially about a 1 hour's wage difference. Okay. Which, like you said before, wouldn't change anything for you. So they took that hour that didn't mean much and they decided to put it towards something that would, which is handling these concerns in a very simple and straightforward way. So the first benefit covers your entire family due to any sort of accident. Okay. Like I said before, health insurance and group benefits are great. They don't cover everything. This program, pays you up to $100, per accident. Oh, it's the letter C. I'm going to put the letter X. Okay. Every time you go to a doctor, urgent care, or hospital for any accident or injury, whether that's a bump, a bruise, or a bee sting. If you end up overnight, the hospital pays you $200 per night and double that if you're in intensive care. Okay. So if you're having this in place, it would actually pay you $1,000 tax-free. Considering that you're not working and making money, do you see how this money would help take care of the bills?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So on top of that, you'll get $10,000 for a loss of a hand, and double that if you lose the combo of a hand, foot, or sight in one eye. The last part of the benefit provides an additional $20,000 to $100,000 of accidental death benefit. And it depending on the type of accident. So as you could see with your current job, none of these are covered. Oh, this is one of my favorites. This is something exclusive to us. I'm gonna stop sharing that and show you a different screen here. So have you ever heard of the freedom of choice?
No, we haven't.
Okay. Well, it's a certified document. Looks like this. Okay. So this is going to take care of a financial burden that may accrue, if someone passes like yourself. So your family doesn't have to. So the freedom of choice has already been set up in every funeral home in the United States. Your freedom of choice certificate is worth $30,000. The funeral director will simply call the number on the front of the certificate, and American Income will take care of everything for you, including, sending the remaining money to your family tax-free. They're using a permanent benefit to fund your freedom of choice. That way it's there when and not if your family needs it. Hannah, on the worst day of your life, can you see how this would make things easier for you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right now, you guys don't have anything like this in place.
Oh, okay.
Let me ask you a question. Now, if you guys have $30,000 in a policy and you go into a funeral home, how much do you think they're going to want to take out of that 30,000?
The whole 30,000.
Yeah, I mean they're not bad people. It's just it's just their job. This will keep money in your family's pockets, and help you from coming out of pocket on any of these. So as you could see, you don't have that in place on your current work policy. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's also a benefit that you have as well, Hannah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So Hannah, when something does happen to Dylan, you're probably gonna miss him, right?
Maybe.
Well, I'll definitely miss him. But aside from missing him, let's say a couple weeks goes by, what else are you gonna miss?
And I imagine my paycheck.
Yeah, and his humor, but mostly his paycheck, right? So your program provides a total of $100,000 that pays out for any kind of death to take care of this concern. Hannah, this would give you and your children $2,700 every month for 3 years, just like Dylan was still here. This gives you time to figure out what you're going to do with your life, your job, and any other insurance money. Right now, as it stands, there is no monthly income replacement. And vice versa, this benefit happens if Hannah passes and you're the surviving spouse there, Dylan.
Okay.
Now, you mentioned that you guys have a mortgage besides, and besides their income, the next thing people want secured for their family is their home. That's exactly why the benefit software is recommending a mortgage protection. Your protection includes $100,000 of coverage for you. And, statistically, if you were to die during your working years, Dylan, it's probably not going to be a health issue like a stroke or a heart attack. It's probably going to be due to an accident. So this is funded by an accidental death benefit to save you money. Right now with your current job, they aren't going to pay your mortgage when something happens, but this program does. The next concern, the benefit software found had to do with your children's future education. Most families I see tell me that their kids want the option of going to college. Statistically, the biggest thing that would prevent this is if the kids lost one or both of their parents while they are minors. The benefit software is giving you $100,000 of this benefit for a college fund. which breaks down to about 33,333 evenly between your three children. Okay, that's pretty big, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
I mean, as you can see right now, you don't have that. Also included is a special, $10,000 life insurance plan for all your children, 18 and younger. So that amounts to about $30,000. The awesome thing is, when they're 21, they can actually convert this, even 5 times that current amount, or $50,000 of permanent life insurance with no health questions. Having this in place may be the key to getting coverage later on. So, when they may otherwise not be able to qualify. Your current group benefits don't provide anything permanent for your children. Now, another important feature of this program is that if you are diagnosed with a terminal illness such as cancer, you can access half of your freedom of choice and income protection benefit while you're still alive. So this becomes a living benefit. They're providing you with a $65,000 for this fund. And this gives you guys, the chance to put your family in the best situation financially if you get, the worst news imaginable. The remainder of the benefit would pay out to your family as a death benefit. Your current benefits don't provide anything there. As you can see, they thought of pretty much everything.
Yeah.
And, let me put you guys here. Unlike your group benefits, which you can lose, like we mentioned earlier, these benefits are permanent and portable. So if you leave your job, retire, or leave the union, you keep these. In addition, if you are on a qualified layoff, they will cover, the benefits for you for 3 months. And, if you guys ever need to go on strike, it's up to 12 months of coverage. This way you and your family won't lose the benefits when you really need them the most. By the way, you never have to pay it back. So, let me go ahead and just show that screen one more time. So, Dylan and Hannah, now that I've, reviewed everything with you guys, I'm sure you can see why 20,000 groups choose the program above all others, and why, more families have our program than any other companies, because of the value and the full circle of protection it provides. I mean, Dylan, if something, were to happen to you, like a bad car accident, your family would receive, already pre-calculated this, about $370,000 in tax-free, all about 1 hour's wage per week.
Wow.
With your current job, there's nothing guaranteed in that your family would receive anything at all. So, Dylan and Hannah, if you went to work tomorrow and you had a choice between job A and B, which job would you take?
Take job B.
I mean, why? There's more money in job A.
Yeah, but there's all those benefits that you just went over.
Well, listen, and you know what? That's what everyone says. It's literally a no-brainer. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, everyone wants these benefits, but not everyone can get these benefits. So as I mentioned before, I do have to get you qualified first. So let me run through these questions and let me see if you can qualify.
Okay.
Go ahead and pull this up. We can go over it together. Okay. So has anyone ever been treated or advised to be treated for alcoholism, alcohol abuse, including membership in AA, or been advised by a physician to reduce alcohol consumption?
No.
Okay. Have you guys ever used drugs not prescribed by a physician, such as cocaine, amphetamines, barbiturates, hallucinogens?
No.
Okay. Have you guys ever had your driver's license suspended or revoked because of a moving violation, or been arrested?
No.
Okay. Have you guys in the last 2 years flown an airplane outside of being a passenger?
No,
Okay. In the past 2 years, do you guys intend on participating in the following activities? Auto, motorcycle, or boat racing, parachuting, skiing, scuba, or skydiving?
no,
Sounds like fun.
it does.
Has any proposed ever been advised to take tests and not done so or not received the results, been diagnosed as having or received treatment for high blood pressure, chest pain, heart attack, stroke?
No,
Any heart, blood, or circulatory disorder?
no,
Okay. Diabetes, endocrine disorders,
no,
paralysis, epilepsy, mental disease or disorder, or any other nervous system or brain disorder?
no,
Has anyone ever had arthritis or any injury to or trouble with your back, knees, or any of your joints?
no,
Okay. To the best of your knowledge and belief, do you have any physical impairment or departure from good health?
no,
Okay. Have you guys been advised to take tests and not done so or not received the results, been diagnosed as having or receiving treatment for cancer, tumor, or unexplained masses?
no,
Okay. Has anyone ever been rejected for life or medical hospital insurance, rated, or failed to receive a policy as applied for?
no,
Okay. God bless you. In the past 5 years, have you guys had a physical examination?
yes,
Awesome. Any medical treatment, including prescription medication?
no,
Okay. Been hospitalized?
no,
And are you guys in a nursing home or been diagnosed as having a terminal illness, including Alzheimer's?
no,
Um, Asthma, emphysema, sleep apnea, or other respiratory disorders?
no,
Ulcer, colitis, other digestive tract disorders?
no,
Cirrhosis, hepatitis, or other liver disorders?
no, sir.
Okay. Kidney, prostate, urinary bladder, or other genitourinary disorders?
No,
Say that word 10 times fast. Disease of the breast, uterus, or ovaries?
no,
Rheumatoid arthritis or any other musculoskeletal disorders?
no,
Loss of hearing or loss of sight?
no,
AIDS or AIDS related conditions?
no,
You ever been tested for antibodies to the AIDS HIV virus?
no,
You smoke cigarettes or use tobacco in any other form?
yeah,
Okay. And okay, let's see. Have you used marijuana in the past year?
no.
Okay. So I'm not an underwriter, but based on what I'm seeing here, it does look like I should be able to get you guys qualified for the benefits. Let's see here. So because today is the 5th, you're gonna have the choice up to the 19th for your bank withdrawal. Let me see here. So this program is only going to cost you $229 per month. So this can be handled, anytime between now and the 19th. What date's best for you?
You said it was gonna be how much?
229.
Oh, we can't afford that. Yeah,
Okay.
we
Yeah,
can't.
no, I totally get it. Dylan and Hannah, the reason this is called the needs analysis software is because, it's designed to expose your coverage and financial needs. But the goal is to take care of your concerns without breaking the bank. So look, I'm here to help you, not hurt you guys. Um, this software is set up on the 1 hour's wage per month. So that's why the system popped this up. And, earlier you said that, 1 hour's wage isn't going to hurt, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if we had to decide on a date between now and the 19th, what's the best day for you?
I don't know because I'm not. We can't pay that 229.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, I saw the 229 and I thought that was really expensive, but I don't get paid as much as you. So what I can do is, because we are in the current enrollment period, and I don't want you guys to miss out on this opportunity. I know how important your family is and how important these coverages are. Let me take a look and see what I could adjust here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do between me and you. I'm going to cut this right in half for you, make it real comfortable, get you guys in the door. So that's going to take it to about 169. And you know what? Because this is a member-owned program, and once it's issued, it cannot be taken away by American Income or your employer. This is an application process which we started with the health questions, and in addition, this will be signed electronically. So after we complete this application, you're going to receive an email from DocuSign, to which you will confirm the accuracy of the information and that you are agreeing to electronically sign these applications just as if it was your own signature. Is that fair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the enrollment process usually takes anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks if approved. You're going to receive your policies in the mail and congratulatory letter welcoming you to AIL. If denied, you will receive today's deposit back, and you may write to American Income to request an explanation. So between now and the 19th, what's the best day?
Let's do the 12th.
Okay. All right. So, obviously when these benefits, with these benefits, you are conditionally covered from the moment our call ends. So the first bank draft happens immediately within the 24 to 48 hours of this application. Your bank may not reflect the draft for up to 10 days. So please ensure the funds stay in there in order to ensure your coverage. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So your first premium is 169. Items we need to complete the application is your driver's license, doctor's information, any meds taken, checkbook or bank statements. So since you guys are healthy and young still, we just need your driver's license, checkbook or bank information, and doctor's information. Because you said no meds, right?
Right.
Awesome. Okay. So at some point in everyone's life, they, become uninsurable and would be declined for insurance. This is usually due to either age, health, or habits. Once you are uninsurable, you typically can't get insurance again. If you are approved, there are 3 possible outcomes. First, you can be approved standard health and the insurability and the insurable line. Because the groups we work with want everyone to be approved, they create a category called special risk, where the program would be a few dollars more per month. And this category, you would be in the uninsurable line. The more the program would be. Think of this like car insurance. Someone with a perfect driving record wouldn't pay the same as someone that had a lot of speeding tickets. The third option is a counter offer. They would make this offer for someone that they may not have covered in the past as a last chance to get covered if the program comes back different than what we discussed. I will call you and let you know if this happens. Would the few extra dollars be a problem for you?
No, that'd be fine.
Okay, I'm not an underwriter and I actually had to read that part. But it looks like, from what I saw, you guys are gonna be perfectly fine. Um, so you may receive one or more phone calls asking to review the questions I have asked to ensure that everything is accurate on your application. In order to approve your policy, the company may need your help in getting additional records or medical information from your physician. In order to approve you, the company may send out a medical professional conduct to conduct a physical in the privacy of your home and at no cost to you. It is important to be prepared to be responsive during the approval process. Make sense?
Mhm.
Okay, you're going to be receiving an email from DocuSign. Review the benefits to ensure there is no confusion. The summary sheet reflects what they are applying for today. Once they receive their policy from American Income Life, they should keep them in place of safekeeping until their annual review happens. Excuse me. So your service folder and no cost benefits, they're going to be mailed within approximately 2 weeks. And listen, so because of our growth, we're actually currently expanding our operations. If you know anyone in between positions, fresh out of school or looking for a better career, please refer that person to me. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, we're almost done, guys. Let's see. So awesome, guys. Dylan and Hannah, almost everyone takes advantage of this program, like you, because of the value and the cost is very small compared to the many benefits. Now it's very rare, but sometimes a member cancels, could be a week, a month, or a year later. And we end up seeing these same people in the next service period, typically 2 or 3 years later, and they're upset because they're no further ahead than they were. Most people end up wanting to reapply for the work for these benefits. The problem is that now the program is more expensive because they're older. Worse yet, some people can't even get into it anymore because of their health might have changed. The point is that, this is not a short-term fix, it's a long-term solution. And the longer that you are into the program, the more valuable it is. So, if that 169 is uncomfortable for you, let's fix it right now. How does everything feel?
Well, it feels good.
Okay. I also want to emphasize that the first draft is going to happen again within the next 24 to 40 hours, but then your bank might not reflect it for up to 10 days. I want to make sure that we are good to go on the first draft and that the money will be there. If there are any issues, this creates lots of headaches for both of us. And if it reflects poorly on me because it makes it look like I pressured you into something you didn't, which I didn't do, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. So are we good on the first draft?
Yeah.
Awesome. Then please make sure to, keep this important program in place for your family. And the next time we see you, yeah, you'll be really happy you did. Now, before I do let you go, Dylan, that list you give me, I got a question. My job is not just to ensure you and your current family, it's to ensure the rest of your family for the rest of you guys' lives. I know we have a mutual friend on here. His name's Trevor. You mind giving him a call real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. You could introduce us, and I'm actually going to show you exactly how I'll be contacting everybody else, just so that you're aware that I'm not here to embarrass you or anything like that. All right, let's go ahead and knock it out.